So that's fairly thorough. The only other thing I wanted to touch on was the question of mortgages, which you've raised. Foreigners can get mortgages to buy property in Turkey. There was a few years ago, it was in practice impossible to do so, but today the banks are back in the business of lending to foreigners.
Yes, they are. If you meet the requirements, which you need to submit a proper, like a proof of income, and some documentation needs to be properly, well presented to the bank. You can get a mortgage.
And what sort of loan to value do you have? What percentage of the value of the property will they lend you?
It is normally 50% for the non-nationals. For the Turkish people, it can go up to 80%, but for non-nationals, I think it's 50% right now.
And a typical rate of interest?
I would say like a 1% per month.
So 12% a year,
12,
roughly.
And, maybe 13,
plus a bit.
Something bit,
Yes. So 12-13% per year, which of course is quite high by international standards.
It is.
But money is available if you want to use it.
Yeah, and you just need to be careful about the term of the mortgage, because we have maximum 10 years. In some cases 20, but it is very limited by the banks.
Most people 10.
Yeah, I would say maximum 10. And the rate might be a little bit higher if you go for a 10 instead of 5.
Okay, so if people want a mortgage, it can be done. We have got a separate guide to buying property with a mortgage, so please, they should refer to that. There are no mortgage brokers in Turkey, people whose business it is to sort out the best mortgage deal for you.
I met with some of them, but they were mainly based in abroad, to be frank. They just had like a representative office in here. I think banks are mainly dealing with the broker, acting as if
actually it's their own broker.
Their own broker, I would say.
But the truth is that really the banks that offer mortgages to foreigners, most of them are offering the same deal, or more or less the same deal.
Even for the Turkish citizen, I should say. I mean, more or less the rates are almost the same, only the expenses may differ, and you need to negotiate with the bank.
And of course, always worth remembering that the bank that is offering the cheapest rate today may not be offering the cheapest rate in 2 years' time. Its rates could go up or whatever.
Yeah, and also when you're looking to the rates, you also need to see the expenses, because there might be some hidden costs.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to take a mortgage, if you want to take a mortgage, then your lawyer would be able to introduce you to a bank, or sometimes the estate agent would introduce you to a bank.
Both,
Other thing to say about mortgages, health insurance, or life insurance rather?
They require life insurance, they require the home insurance.
Yes. Just to be clear, we're talking about life insurance, not health insurance. That was me slipping.
Yeah, it's different. And also, if the property is a dwelling and has the full title deed, earthquake insurance is required, both by the bank, both by the land registry.
And this is a government-approved earthquake scheme, because, of course, Turkey does have earthquakes.
Yeah, but bear in mind, this is a very small fee. Very small. I'm talking about maybe $20 or something.
Yes.